Did you know that watch collecting isn't just about timepieces? Or at least it doesn't have to be. You see, there's a way to create a lasting memories with your family. And in today's video, I'm gonna show you how I turn this passion of watches into a fun, meaningful activity that can bring your loved ones closer, regardless of their age or their experience. And that way you're not stuck watching YouTube videos about watches alone. Not that I'm judging, because I'm the guy filming the YouTube videos about watches alone. So I think you're in good company. So I'm gonna give you 5 different steps to give you some different tips and ways that I've used and that you could implement to bring your family, your loved ones, your friends into this watch collecting hobby. There'll be timestamps down below so you can skip ahead, but if you do that, make sure you actually hit like and comment, because the YouTube algorithm will definitely punish me if you jump ahead. I think. I'm not sure, but let's get into it. The first step. I think it's always good to start with affordable watches and customization. And the reason why is this is gonna keep it accessible. When you start with brands like Timex or Swatch or Casio, they're gonna be both stylish and durable. And then when you're doing this is a good time to explain that the focus should be on the experience, not just the price tag, which is gonna make things a little bit more accessible for everyone in the family. Oftentimes when people are looking at watch collecting, they always think of the expensive ends, the Rolexes, the pretty much Rolex. They don't really know any other brands, maybe Omega. But as you and I know, watch collecting doesn't have to be expensive. It will be the more you get into it, but it doesn't have to be at the start. So use some affordable brands to get them into it, and also just be patient with it. It isn't something that happens overnight. Some of us may have just fallen in love instantly, but a lot of us is that constant exposure to watches that, brought us into the hobby. And with that, as you're picking out watches for them, show how customization works. Like, make it personal and fun for each family member. Different color schemes, different designs. Just show them just how unique a watch could be, not only as a time-telling device, but as a piece of fashion. You see, you don't need a Rolex to start a watch collection. Begin with affordable, family-friendly options, and let everyone choose a strap that really speaks to their personality or a watch color design that speaks to them. Step 2 is make it a creative activity. You see, compare watch collecting to playing dress up in some ways. With my daughters, we call it like an orological Barbie. By swapping out different watch straps, just like you would accessories and outfit, you can demonstrate how this activity becomes like interactive with kids. It allows them to help match the straps to the watches, which introduces them to style choices in their own unique way. Like, I'll give you an example, this one. This is a Timex Galley S1 on a unique color strap option. Is it the strap option that I would have picked? Not necessarily, but my daughter picked it out and it made her excited to see how the colors work together. That's okay. That was just one step into bringing her into this hobby. Like step 1 said, be patient. But like another secret tip is just be accepting, be happy, be joyous. As you think right now, who is your favorite pessimist? I'll wait. You probably don't have one, because no one likes a pessimist, I won't say anything bad there, but when you're joyous, when you're happy about it, it just brings them in and they'll feed off of that energy. They'll feed off of that excitement. And if you give them something to do with it, playing that orological Barbie, as I like to say, it gives them something interactive and it makes it creative. And they're also learning as they go about. And if it's your kids, let them play some orological Barbie. It's all about mixing and matching to find that perfect combo. Let the kids get creative, and soon they'll be helping you pick out a perfect strap for every occasion. Now, if it's your spouse, having them pick out your watch strap, having them help pick out your watch, makes them feel like they picked out your outfit. And then they can't complain if you don't look good on date night.
Subscribe.
Step 3, I think, is the important thing, and what I care about here at Wrist Unwound is the story. Share the story behind each watch. Emphasize that the importance of telling stories with each watch, whether it's a vintage piece that's been passed down, a modern Timex with some kind of sentimental value, because every watch has a story that can be shared. Highlight how not only this will connect the watch to the family members, but it also teaches kids the importance of history, about making it educational and emotionally meaningful, connected to what they care about. If you have a kid or a friend or a loved one who's really into space, maybe introduce them to something like the Moon Watch, or maybe someone who's really interested in race car driving. Show them chronographs and its relationship to racing culture. Maybe you have someone who just loves being outdoor, being on the beach. Maybe that's the way to introduce them to something like a diver and explain how a dive bezel can really help them in different timing of things. For me, I use different watches for different storytelling as well. Let me grab one for example. As you can tell, I make YouTube videos because you're watching one. But this watch in particular is special because this is the watch that me and my daughter made our first video about. And so when we talk about stories behind each watch, hey daddy, this is the moon watch. This is the one we made a video about. So for you, find different ways to do that. And we'll talk a little bit more about watches and storytelling a little bit later. But just remember, every watch has a story, and sharing these stories with your family is going to add depth to your collection and to their appreciation. From the watch you wore at your wedding to the ones you got on vacation, these moments help bring the family together and make the watch a part of your family's legacy. Step 4 is going to be, how do you make watches a family tradition? You see, I suggest making watch collecting a tradition by celebrating milestones like birthdays and anniversaries, or just special events with a new watch. Mention that the idea isn't just about buying watches, but making moments and memories together that can be passed down from generation to generation. And sometimes generation to generation doesn't mean it has to be a watch that lasts for hundreds of years, but just the memories of themselves. I'll give you an example, right? So my daughter had always loved my Timex James brand watch. I think it was something about the colors, something about the excitement. You know, she doesn't know much about James brand and their connection to EDC. She does know about Timex because her dad is a Timex collector, but she really loved this watch and she always, you know, I would say tactically acquired instead of stealing it from me. So for her birthday, I got her one too. And so now we can wear them together. But if you've watched my videos, you know that I actually have another daughter as well. And just like we talked about the importance of letting them customize it, letting them build their own energy and their own creativity to it, my daughter has one as well, but she switched out the strap for something a little different. Once again, maybe not the strap choice that I would have chosen, but it makes it hers. It makes it unique, and it makes her have her own part of the tradition, her own part of her own collecting journey, right? And so when we talk about the family tradition, when we wear this watch, we think, oh, that's when Peyton got for her birthday. That was when we went on vacation to the Smoky Mountains. That was when we did X, Y, and Z with a certain watch. And so as you make these traditions, you know, I already know for Christmas and my birthday, for every year, I'm definitely gonna get a watch. But each one just kind of shows my daughter's progressions and her understanding of the importance of watches in our connection as a family. So as you go into the next birthday, graduation, milestone, think about getting them a watch to connect it to that memory, to connect it to you, and hopefully get them on their horological journey. Now, step 5, I think, is to engage in some watch-related activities together. Not just the watch straps, but like expand on how watch collecting can lead to other shared experiences. Visiting watch stops, going to watch fairs, or even watching YouTube videos together, maybe like this one. But maybe you could even make watch videos together. There's another great channel who I love, which is Father and Son Watches. What I love is the same way that I get to make videos with my daughters, me and my daughters like watching his video with his son. It's a great way to just have a memento together, to build memories together, to look back and laugh at, you know, my daughter yelling. If you haven't watched that one, it's pretty crazy. Or just to learn about this hobby together. Having these memories is what's really important. That's way more important than the specs. It's way more important than the cost. But by building something that's more, an experience, a love, a story, that's what's gonna really make it special and make this hobby go into something that they wanna carry down to their children. Because there's just so much more to watch collecting than just the watches themselves. So take the family to a local watch shop, attend a watch fair, or simply just bond over the videos like this one where you can explore some new watches together. So if you're looking for a fun, meaningful way to connect with your family, why not give watch collecting a try? It's a creative, it's accessible, and most importantly, it's a way to create lasting memories together. Let me know in the comments down below how you and your family enjoy collecting. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, like and comment because it'll help it go to other people. And if you want to see other content like this, make sure to subscribe. But regardless, as you go out ahead, just remember, believe in yourself, believe in God, and amazing things are going to happen. This is Tyree. God bless and peace.